Hi, this is a demonstration of the union dues management system, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the basic input screens that allow you to enter in union rates, benefit dues, and employee payroll, which allows you to create the union dues report along with its continuation sheet. Now, keep in mind that this video is a general overview. There are a lot of details not covered here, as the purpose is to give you a good general understanding of how the system works. Now, as we go through this system, please keep in mind that the system was built specifically for an electrician company in New Jersey, but it can be customized upon request. So just keep that in mind as I go through the demonstration. Okay, let's take a look. The first data entry form we're going to take a look at is company, which is a simple one record form where you enter in the company name, address, and other company information. After that, there's the union data entry form. Now, this is a multi-union application, and what that means is that it's an application that has the ability to process more than one union from within the same application. I mention this because the company that I developed this for was using an outdated system where you had to run different applications to process different unions. That's not the case here. I'll show you how that's facilitated within the application, but for now, just know that this single application can handle more than one union. So what you're looking at here is the data for Union 164. And I also created a dummy union called 123 over here. Next, we'll take a look at the employees form. And for each employee, you'll see the employee's identity, work classification, the employee's address, some demographic information, as well as the current job position and rate. The current job position and rate are crucial for producing the union dues report. The next form is the job positions, and that's simply a list of possible job positions recognized by the union, along with some classification and categorizations. After that, you have the form that allows you to manage the union rates and benefits. The rates are on the left side with the orange background, and the benefits are on the right side with the green background. We're going to go over the rates first. Now, we're only going to look at rates that are actually set up, but the form is set up to allow a user to enter in new rates or alter rates or remove rates if mistakes were made. So if I want to view or manage the rates that are already set up, I need to specify which rates I want to work with. And that's done with this filter section up here. The first filter you're required to enter is the union. So I pick a union from the drop-down, and then next I'm asked to select a date range. All rates are associated with a date range, which indicates when the rates were active. And in the drop-down you can see a list of date ranges that I already have set up. Once I choose this, you'll see the rates that have been entered for the filters that are selected. In this case, I chose Union 164, date range January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022, and rate number or shift number 1. The rate shift number is defaulted to 1, but that can be changed should you have different rates for multiple shifts. Next, we'll take a look at benefits, which work in a similar way. I choose the union and the date range, and the list of benefits for the union and the date range that I've chosen appear. Okay, with all that information entered, we can turn our attention to entering in employee payroll. And that's done on this form, which is the employee payroll worksheet. And just as before, you have a parameters or filter section up top over here and the data section down below. And once again, I'm asked to enter in the union I'm going to work with, followed by the period end date. Now, this system is set up such that the period end date always falls on a Sunday. So if I drop down my calendar, I have to make sure that I choose a Sunday to be able to enter in payroll. If I choose a date other than Sunday, I'll get an error message. Remember that all this can be customized for your purposes. And the last parameter is the rate/shift number, which is always defaulted to 1. So with all my filters entered, I'm ready to start entering in payroll information. And I do that in this section. I start by selecting an employee, which can be done by dropping down the list, or you can just start typing the employee's last name. And as soon as I tab on the employee, you'll see that the employee's current job position along with the position's rate are automatically filled in. Also note that the regular hours field is defaulted to 40, but that can be changed when necessary. If an employee worked 40 hours that week, I don't have to enter in anything else. I can just drop down to the next employee. I'm going to enter in 2 more employees with various hours worked during the week for demonstration purposes. And so I've included an employee that worked less than 40 hours and 1 employee that worked some overtime along with the employee that worked a full 40-hour week. And if you look at this section down here at the bottom, you can see the totals for each of the hourly categories as well as the total pay for the employee currently selected. You see that? And to the right, you'll see the benefit dues breakdown for the employee selected. So if I switch to another employee, the totals section and the benefits section are updated to match the selected employee. Okay, with my payroll complete, I click on the Submit button to save it. And what that means is, if I close the form and open it back up, I can find that payroll by entering in the same union, period end date, and rate shift number in the parameters section. Now, if I basically have the same payroll from week to week, I can use the Import Payroll wizard, which is located here. So what I'm going to do is go to the next week, and if I click on the Import Payroll wizard, it will ask me for the period end date of the week I want to import. It defaults to the Sunday before the period end date that's entered as a parameter, but I can choose a different Sunday by clicking on these arrow keys, or by dropping down the calendar and selecting a Sunday from there. But in this case, I'm going to choose the date of the previous week and click the Import Payroll button. And as you can see, it imports that payroll into the current employee payroll worksheet. From here, you can make adjustments as needed. And when you're done, simply submit the payroll. Okay, with the payroll entered, you're now able to create the dues report, which is submitted to the union. And you do that from here. On this form, you choose the union, the month, and the year, and you click on Generate Union Dues Report. And here it is in print preview, from where you can print it. And when I close this report, the system will prompt me and ask me, do I want to generate the continuation sheet? You see that? If I say yes, the continuation sheet report comes up in print preview as well. And from there, I can print that out. And that's it. Now, like I said, this system was developed for New Jersey, but changes can be made to customize it for other locales. I've listed the current base rate for the application in the comments. The cost for customization would depend on the specifications for the changes. If you're interested in discussing how this might benefit your business, please contact me at 917-916-7569, or you can email me at ea.classm@gmail.com. For more information about ClassM systems and custom software development, please visit my website at classmsystems.com. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope to hear from you soon.